Alright guys, this is the reason why I started my label, Irie Yute Tapes, right? Um, Over the past 10 years, I've been looking at labels in Jamaica that are fully owned by a Jamaican, a black Jamaican. And, that really focus on reggae. Let me be specific on reggae. I couldn't find a lot, so I wanted to start one that would develop some young artists, and put them out there, let's make some good reggae music, get them on tour, whatever, you know what I mean? And it's been a very, very hard task, operating a label, it requires a lot of capital, which I don't have. Let me say that, I don't have, what I mean? So, I have to be creative in the way I do it. So like, for example, we shoot our own music videos, as you can see, everything is in-house, recording, mixing, videos, marketing, until, one of these, hopefully one of these days we'll find ourselves with the money where we can hire the best marketing crew, the best agencies, support to really help promote and get the artists on a wider scale, in front of a bigger mass. You see me? So it's not an easy thing, but I really wanted to have a label that is fully owned by a black Jamaican, because reggae is our culture in Jamaica. It comes from Jamaica, right? But I always see like the people that really market reggae and kind of really benefiting from reggae the most are people that are non-Jamaicans, which is nothing wrong with that, but I don't think we in Jamaica has taken advantage of the value of the culture in the wider world. So I wanted to start a company that would really take advantage of that value, and that's why I started the label, Irie Yute Tapes. So we have artists like Rick Jam, Darwin,
be a big star, be a big star.
Janelle.
Hey, I'm a survivor, I'm a rough rider.
Tory coming up.
You made me cry when you give me your ocean.
And a host others, but it's a very, very hectic thing, So I give thanks to everybody that support the label, support the artists, support the movement, So, and it's as I said, it's a very independent in every aspect. We are independent, we have no funding from nobody, no partnership or anything like that. We've been getting, people have reached out to us about, but sometimes when you look at deals that people offer you, it's like, really look into it, you really don't own your thing, you understand? Some people will say, oh, you're naive, because you can't get nowhere without help. I have no problem with partnering with certain things, but I have to make sure that I'm not tying myself where I become the employee, you understand, of somebody else. That's not my goal, We really want to own our culture, own our own movement and thing, So that's why I started the label. We really want to create like a real ecosystem for especially Jamaican artists, because we see the struggles the Jamaican artists get visas, get shows overseas, and it's a struggle. So we have to use the next decade to really create that that ecosystem from between label, touring, marketing, and so on, where we don't have to be really dependent on foreign agencies, because sometimes you do that, they might end up kissing a lot of, to get into certain places, or begging and pleading. I don't like the feeling of, I like if somebody like what we're doing, let's respect it and let's give us opportunity. But I don't like the feeling like somebody wants us to always be running and worshiping them to get in, and something. You understand? So I never like that. So that's why I try to push our own thing and try to do the thing, We have nothing against people from other culture. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of records with artists from South America, in America, Europe, you name it. I have artists, I have records with them coming maybe next week. So I have nothing against foreigners and foreign labels in investing in reggae. Just that we need more Jamaican ones to do it too, So there can be a balance on the thing, But also to improve my fellow Jamaican producers and just, start little, one song at a time and see if we can have more labels and, entities that are really Jamaican owned and pushing the culture. And, so the next generation coming up can really see a blueprint where they can build and believe that reggae can be something that can be profitable and also something that, hey, I can stay right here and create more, giants, create a solid industry where it's not just one and, 5 or 6, 7 successful artists, but a barrage. You see what's happening in the Afrobeat world, hip hop, you name it. Even though it's a bigger market, bigger, pool of artists, but we provide a lot to the world when it comes to culture. You know what I mean? So I think we need to really look at how we can really, as young creatives, come and create something that will really make a difference. You understand it? But at the same time, we are owning it. You know what I mean? It belongs to us. It's us. You know what I mean? I've seen the stories for decades, where a lot of talents, but it always depends on a foreign agency or agent or label or investor to really come and get it out there. We can do it. It just create a movement, us really taking charge and don't get me wrong, I will say this as it's not that I'm not saying we should not work with foreign entities. I think partnership is a good thing. You understand? It helps everybody. But my thing is, we don't want to become slave to a thing. You understand? We want to benefit from our culture and own it at the same time. Just like how somebody else can own our culture. Not own, but, make a living from it. You know what I mean? And to be honest, when you try to own your own thing, and you'll get a lot of people not like, because they think you should conform to them and work with them, and because you're not doing that. Somehow, they try to lock you out of certain things, or they will try and grow on you with certain things and act like you don't exist, or they will, in some instance, sabotage your thing, and people might not like you because you try to be an owner of your own thing, but, you can't please everybody, and you have to be brave, you understand, we have to be bold, we've born and go through the struggles for years, so it's just another fight if somebody wants to really dislike us for trying to own our thing and trying to be independent. So, but in the same time, big up, and I see my friends here, from my friend Nathan from Irie, a reggae band in America. This is his brand, so that goes to show I support all the American bands, I support the South Americans, Europe, I love all of them. The sound is different in each territory, and that's what I love about reggae music. Everybody interpret different. So I have nothing against foreigners or anything doing reggae music. I just believe that we in Jamaica should start to really take a more important role in owning our culture and bring it, to the wider world. But big up everybody, and see you guys soon. Big up.
Yeah, play some move goal. Then I see all secrets get unfold.